here with Mogadore Wildcats, Lehner and Maddox Smith after their 13-6 win here at Crestwood. Guys, congrats on the win. Just that first half, it was a struggle for you guys offensively, and you were down 6-0. Just talk about what Coach Adorni talked about at the half and what adjustments you made in that second half.
We just had to get going. We had no momentum and nothing. We came out the second half ready to go, and that's how we took away. Yeah, they were just a tougher team the whole first half. And ready to come out, throw some balls, and go play hard.
And Connor, you had 30-some yards in that first half. You had the big run, 70-yard touchdown. That really got you going. Just talk about how you were able to get yourself going in that second half.
Yes, blocking was perfect in that play, and then just kept going, and then that built a lot of momentum for the team to finish the game.
And Maddox, it's your first start at quarterback. Just talk about how you feel it went for you.
Yeah, it was definitely a challenge. Missed some throws early in the game, and then came back, gained some confidence, and got going.
How about that fake punt? How did that come about?
That was nice. We saw it the whole game, and that was a good opportunity to do it, so we just did it.
Then defense, you guys got to be proud of your defense. They gave up the early touchdown and then pitched a shot out the rest of the way. Just talk about the defensive effort from your guys tonight.
Yeah, our defense has always been our strength, and it will probably continue to be that no matter how good our offense will get. Our defense is tough.
All right, then how about what do you guys need to clean up for going into next week?
Definitely penalties. We had a few. Those type of things. We still got to step up on offense. Our offense is still definitely really shaky on the first half.
All right, congratulations. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
I am here with Mogadore Coach Matt Adorni after their 13-6 win here at Crestwood. Coach, congratulations on the win. First half was a struggle for you guys offensively. Just talk about what you talked to the group about at halftime going into that second half.
We had a lot of penalties, and we cost ourselves a couple times, got behind the sticks. To Crestwood's credit, they were doing some nice stunts and things up front, that we really hadn't seen this year. And so it confused us a little bit, and we felt like they were kind of taking the fight to us, both sides of the ball a little bit in the first half. But I thought we did enough. It wasn't like they were completely shutting us down. We were getting a little bit of drives when having drive killers, some momentum killers, kind of ran out of time before half. But we just told our kids this was going to be a 4-quarter game, and this was a real gut check being on the road. And who was going to kind of weather a lot of guys playing both ways on both teams, and we knew who was going to be able to weather that was going to be huge. And it was really important to get a stop right after half. And they started a little drive, of course, got the big 4th down stop, and then the home run by Connor really kind of swung the momentum. You could feel it on our sideline.
All right, then that defensive effort, you gave up the early touchdown in the first quarter, and then pitched a shot out the rest of the way. Had some big stops on 4th down.
A lot of big stops. A lot of like I said, they moved the ball a little bit, between the 30s, but we seemed to tighten down, buckle down when we needed to. I thought our pass defense was excellent all night. They didn't have a lot of guys running open, clean, and we got a little bit of pressure there at the end. But just really proud of our guys. We had to play a lot of guys tonight, week one, and getting a little tired, and it was warm early, and this was just a really good old-fashioned Portage County League football game. That's what we talked to the Crestwood coaches about. It really had that old school feel to it tonight.
And you mentioned Connor. He had the 2 big runs in that second half. I had him at 166 yards. Really got himself going in that second half.
Yeah, we saw something we liked in the first half, and we came out and ran it in the second half, and it opened up nice for us. And then we just had great blocking execution on the second touchdown, and that was really the culmination of a really good, classic drive that we're used to. And we had a nice pass, conversion that Maddox made to end the third quarter. I think it was at the end of the third quarter. And Maddox, he struggled a little bit early back there, as his first night, but he settled in, and you see what kind of competitor he is. And I can tell you, at one point, his finger is like sideways dislocated, and they put it back in place on the sideline, and kind of tells you how tough that kid is.
What would you like to see improvement-wise heading into week 2 next week?
Well, we've got to clean up our penalties. Way too many offensive penalties, and we need to get some more points on the board. There's no doubt with some of the teams that we have coming, we're going to have to score with them a little bit. We shuffled some guys around on the offensive line, so it's kind of finding the right mixture, the right group to work together. But we found some things tonight in real time, and a couple guys ended up playing on the line for the bulk of the night that weren't in the starting lineup to start the game. So that's sometimes what you have to do week one. And we got a lot of guys who played key roles, and so we're excited about that. And we came out injury free.
All right, congrats on the win. Appreciate it.
Thank you.